Friends, have you ever seen a boxer lose a fight and still set a world record because of it? Sounds unbelievable, but it really happened. And in this video, we're going to tell you that story. By 1987, Mike Tyson was nothing less than a wrecking machine. He already had 3 championship belts, the official status of an absolute champion, and a perfect record of 31-0. What makes this even more remarkable is that he achieved all of this in just 2 years.
Yes. This isn't going to go. Tyson shrugs. Humanely has seen already in round 1. The referee.
Tyson's professional career began in 1985 when he stepped into the ring against journeyman Hector Mercedes. That fight didn't last long. Tyson overpowered him in the very first round, and the referee quickly stepped in to stop it. Tyson just shrugged and walked away. His journey had only begun. From there, he tore through the heavyweight division. In only 27 fights and 73 rounds, he earned his first chance at a world championship.
I'm not surprised the way they've been bumping him down. Right, round
2. His opponent was Trevor Berbick, and the atmosphere that night was electric. The arena was buzzing with anticipation. You could feel it in the air. When the bell rang, Tyson wasted no time. He battered Berbick with brutal punches, and in the second round, Trevor could no longer stand on his feet. After a second knockdown, his legs simply gave out beneath him. The referee waved it off, and at just 20 years old, Mike Tyson became the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. With Berbick out of the way, Tyson immediately set his sights on unifying the division. To the surprise of many, Smith managed to survive the full 12 rounds. But on the scorecards, it wasn't even close. The judges read 120-106, 119-107, and 119-107. Tyson had now unified the WBC and WBA titles, and the boxing world was calling him Iron Mike Tyson. But he wasn't finished. With 2 belts secured, Tyson wanted the third, the IBF title, winning that would make him the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Standing in his way was Tony Tucker, a tall, powerful fighter standing 6 feet 5 inches with an unbeaten record of 34-0, including 30 knockouts. The fight began with a shocker. In the very first round, Tucker did what no one else had managed before. He landed a sharp uppercut that snapped Tyson's head back and forced him to step away. Even commentators admitted it might have been the hardest punch Tyson had ever taken up to that point. But Tyson wasn't going to back down. At the end of round 2, he answered with a crushing left hook. Referee Mills Lane, a no-nonsense official, kept the fight under control as both men exchanged heavy shots.
Quite a superb job. He's doing a superb job. Right hand in close. Get him out of there. Did you see that? That was an interesting scenario, Ray, that they think this fight is winnable. They were so excited about the prospect of possibly winning the fight, they forgot to put his mouthpiece.
At the age of 29, Tucker looked confident. He used his height and mobility effectively, moving well against the relentless 21-year-old Tyson, who by then was already struggling with distractions outside the ring. Fame, money, and discipline were starting to affect his training. As the fight moved into the middle rounds, Tony Tucker was still holding his own. He wasn't intimidated, and his movement and jab continued to frustrate Tyson. At one point, there was even a bizarre scene. When the bell rang, Tucker's corner was so excited about how well he was doing that they forgot to put his mouthpiece back in before the next round. That's how
seconds out of the ring, the bell and roll always. You're so back to you're fighting. You really don't feel it because those drillers are going. And you don't feel the pain. You hit throw right.
By the halfway mark, Tucker looked strong. Tyson's punches hadn't inflicted the kind of damage fans were used to seeing. Even Sugar Ray Leonard, who was ringside, admitted he was surprised at how well Tucker was performing. This was the same Tyson who had demolished Trevor Berbick in 2 rounds and stopped Pinklon Thomas in 6. Yet here was Tucker, still standing tall after 7 rounds, giving his team real reasons to believe he might pull off the upset.
What you do?
Though Tucker's energy dipped, he showed grit and determination, never folding and fighting hard all the way to the final bell. In the last round, both men tried to finish strong. Tyson launched his trademark combinations, while Tucker answered back, landing one last left hand and defiantly shaking his head as if to say, "I'm still here." The crowd roared as the final seconds ticked away. When it was over, there was no doubt who had won. At just 21 years old, Mike Tyson became the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, defeating a skilled and unbeaten opponent who, in truth, deserved more recognition than history has given him. The judges' scorecards read 119 to 111, 117 to 112, and 118 to 113, all in favor of Tyson. With that unanimous decision, Tyson had all 3 major belts and stood alone at the top of the heavyweight division. For Tony Tucker, it was his first professional defeat, and with it came an unusual record, the shortest reign of any heavyweight champion in history. He held the IBF title for just 64 days before losing it to Tyson. On the other hand, Tyson himself set a world record as well. He became the youngest undisputed heavyweight champion in boxing history. After the fight, Tucker claimed he had broken his right hand in the 3rd round. Interestingly, Tyson was also dealing with an injury of his own. He hurt his right hand during the bout, which forced him to rely heavily on his jab in the second half of the fight. Considering that Tucker had nearly a 1-inch reach advantage, this made the challenge even greater. And that's where we'll wrap up today's review. Friends, I hope you found this story both informative and entertaining. If you did, please support our channel with your likes and reposts. It helps us grow and bring you even more great boxing stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.